I think planning for the worst, you know. I mean, I just can't believe not everybody does that, right? I mean, aren't you all thinking about how to get out of here when the earthquake happens? Having figured out your plan, everybody's figured out their escape plan, right? So I did the minute I walked in the room. So that to me is, you know, so when I started hearing about other people didn't do that, it's like, wow, you mean you don't live with this state of, wow, there's an emergency about to happen and we all better be ready? So when I project, they're pretty boring storylines actually to me now, but you know, they used to be completely, I believe them. You know, somebody was mad at me, you know, I mean, I don't even, you know, I would think, oh, you know, my friend would be visiting and think, oh, I think they're really mad at me. Like, where would that come from? It's like, what even do you know? They're mad at me. I was like, what is that about? And then, actually, I was in, I did, you know, years of psychotherapy back in the old days, and the psychotherapist asked me once, well, do you think maybe you're mad at them? It's like, wow, that was a light went on, you know, so that was helpful. Come up, the feelings come up, and it's like, oh, that's that sixth thing of having to figure it all out, and you know, when they do this, I'll do this, and then they're going to say this, and when they do, then I'll do this. You know, it's like, you know, it's like playing chess. You know, and, it's like, and then you're like exhausted. You haven't even gotten out of the chair yet. You haven't done it. So, yeah.
And so, sometimes it's very hard for me to make a decision because I have to, in my head, calculate all the worst case scenarios that I will solve if that ever happens. And 99% of the times, none of these worst case scenarios will happen. And usually it's one that, and there'll always be like a blind spot. Like I'll solve all these things in my head. Like when I was in Germany, I had this like foolproof way that if I lost my passport, I could get it quickly replaced. So I like sent myself an email, a copy of my passport. I gave my friend a copy of my passport, and then that wasn't safe, so I had a physical copy of my passport in my wallet, and then one in my suitcase. But I never lost my passport, I lost my wallet. So I didn't plan for that one. So like that does happen too, because you start to doubt everything good in your life too. Like you start to doubt, like, is this really right? And then you doubt your own kind of intuition. You know, you start even know, like, I know, for so long I know what I want to do. It's just, you start to doubt, these doubts just comes in automatically with anything. And it could be people, you start even to doubt people, do they really care for me? You know, are they really my friends? So like your own, and then you doubt your own motivation. Am I being a real friend, or am I just manipulating? Am I being selfish? So it goes through this whole loop. Yeah. So then there are days I'm like, oh my God, this is exciting. This is wonderful. So to balance that, there is that quality of like, and despite the fear, I think there is a lot of courage to sex that they will do it in spite of their fears. You know.